Okay, well, they say it's fall, so the leaves have fallen. So we get over here, we blow all this crap out. Leaves collect everywhere. We blow it all into the driveway. And I'm gonna run it over with the lawnmower, set on the lowest setting, and then blow it back into the garden. And repeat down the driveway. Okay, so I've blown off leaves. You can tell most of the leaves around here have fallen. Well, the big trees at least. And then we'll run over that and make it look like that, because that looked like, well, will look like that. Okay, there we go. Now what we do is roll it back into the gardens, and probably have to do this one more time this year, but that's how I take care of the leaves. Okay, welcome to Dad, Life of a Dad. So last week I was working on the brakes for the Bug, and it was up there. So I came home a little bit early Friday, early being 5 o'clock, and removed all this stuff, put it over there, and then got the Bug out, then put the table back. I don't recommend doing that by yourself. My back still kind of hurts. I did a little bit of sanding on it. I need to figure out how to do the actual pour. I think I'm gonna tape the edges and let it flow. I gotta do one more check over the holes before I do that. So then we drove this. The turbo connector pipe fell out again, so unfortunately it's easy to get to when it's up there, but it was over here. So I jacked the car up and I was able to find why it wasn't sitting properly. There's a spring clip that holds it in. So we took it for several test drives, realized I hadn't tightened the wheel when I took it off last, I don't know when. This has been sitting since August, before that June. Anyhow, so I'm getting a P430, which is a camshaft position sensor. And so it's a $9 part on Amazon. It's a $60 part if I bought it at the parts store today. So I did check on the connector here. So on the interwebs, I was able to find somebody who explained what was going on here. So this pin's ground, so I was able to trace that. My issue was it's either the wiring or the camshaft sensor. And I wanted to make sure it was the wiring. This had 12 volts and that had 5 volts. So since all the pins had the right voltages or ground, I determined it is not that. So we'll go ahead and shove that back in there. Sure we will. It goes goofy. You would think it would, the wire would come out and it comes in. So there we go. So that should come, I think, Tuesday. The car does drive, it just doesn't accelerate right. And of course the engine light comes on and I wanted to go get it rechecked. But you can't get it checked with the light on there. So what else did we do? Those are my new snow tires. These are Blizzak 90s. Of course it's 72 degrees here, so I didn't put these on, but these are really nice snow tires. And they're a new model, it's supposed to last longer, which is important when you have 70-degree winter. So then we did the grass. Went over here because we didn't have rain for 3 days predicted, and I filled some more spots in right there, I think, because that's soft. Underneath it's pretty hard. Then I cleaned off the white powder that I put on here to try and get that stain out. That didn't work too good. I did take the wire brush, got some of the extra border off the front. I need to come back and do that. Fortunately, it also takes out the little white dots, which I don't like. As you'll see in the other videos, I did some leaf work. Then this thing's been bothering me for a while. So redid the porch 10 years ago. By redoing, I meant I replaced some of the boards, cut the rafters off, moved the gutter up, and put new shingles on, dimensional. But of course you can't see it now. There was a huge ton of moss on the gutter. It was almost black in some cases. And then the metal trim behind the gutter was also moldy. So I got up there, blow the leaves off, then I put down some stuff that's supposed to make it not get moldy, and then I got up on the ladder and navigated around all this nice foliage that really pisses me off. When I was done, I had some nice green water, so I thought I'd take the dirt that was on the new siding, and then I realized I haven't caulked the new siding, so I got to get up there later this week and caulk there, there, and there. So that's about it. I did take a look at this. I could replace the stained glass window because the fireman kindly broke it through, which is why I've been picking up colored glass for the past 4 years. But I needed to figure out how the window went because of course they put new trim up there, and it looks like it's just, they trimmed around the outside so I can use the same window frame. I just need to put in more glass. It's one of those, you need A, B, C, D to get to G. And that's about it. My wife hasn't taken in the gnomes yet. Is that guy picking his nose? Nope, just his beard. And that's about it. One thing I did do last weekend that I screwed up was help my neighbor by cutting down various trees. Now these are all ash trees. You can see they're kind of rotted. What happened was is one actually fell down, took out her telephone wire, which fortunately she doesn't use because she uses cable voice over IP. But we did get this cluster. This was important. You may remember on previous episodes that I cut down the part that's leaning on the other side of the wire. So I'm glad to see this gone because it was going to keep me up at nights, me potentially falling there or on top of the cars on the other side of the fence. So I see they cleaned it up real good like. And unfortunately I did videotape the entire thing, and some of the trees fell down in funny ways. Unfortunately that telephone pole blocked pretty much everything, and if not that one, the trees, because I put it over there on the table to make sure it was nice and safe. So I had an hour and 30 minutes of completely worthless coverage.